Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back today for another video, some more battlegrounds content, and currently I am in this tournament, Blizzard tournament. There's only 8 people. It's an invitational tournament, and only 8 people. Not a lot, but all 8 people are pretty good, fairly well known throughout the community. So we have KT1, BWE, Fiasim, Happy, myself, Man, Fintech, and TJarvis. So first round, we ended up facing Man. Had a really close match, but we just ended up pulling out the win on that one. So we advanced now to round 2, which is this video, and we're going to be facing TJarvis, who I wasn't really sure who this guy was a couple months ago, but then I played him in Vega's tournament in the semifinals, and it proved to be my most difficult match in that entire tournament. By far, it was the closest match I've ever had in battlegrounds. So now we rematch him. So I'm very excited for the rematch, and just taking a quick look at the bracket now going forward. So if we do advance to round 3, then it's going to be between KT1, BWE, Fiasim, and Happy. We're going to be playing one of those 4 people. I do already know the results of their matches, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So I'm going to leave a link to Blizzard's channel in the description, so you guys can go check out his channel. He has all the matches up so far on there, and a nice commentary on them with both perspectives of each player. So if you guys want to get caught up on the current standings of the tournament, see what happens in other people's matches, go check out Blizzard's channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into round number 2 of this tournament, facing off against TJarvis. So this is a rematch for both of us. So like I said, we last played in Vega's tournament. It was a best of 7, and it went final game, final round, final fight. It was extremely close. And the thing about TJ here is that he has a pretty nice roster, and it's a bit more of a diverse roster as well. Oh well, I say a diverse roster, right? I mean, that's just like, when I say a diverse roster, I mean like it's not just the generic best of the best rank 4s, you know, like Hercules, Kitty, APOC, like all those guys at rank 4. You know, it's unique, weird, odd rank ups, like Longshot, for example, a rank 4 Longshot. That's a really powerful champion, so I banned him. I decided to just go for an all Mystic ban this first round here. I banned his Jugs and I banned his Tigra, and I was hoping that he wouldn't really ban my Cosmics, but he did ban Hulkling and Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is unfortunate. Both of them are absolutely incredible in this meta, and I've had a lot of really good fights with them, so it makes sense that he banned them. I think part of the reason also why he banned Ghost Rider is because he does have a rank 4 Killmonger, and rank 4 Killmonger is one of the best defenders in the game. I'd say he's top 10, so I want him so bad. But CGR just hard counters him so easily, as long as there's nothing preventing the way CGR counters him, which he just applies an armor break at the start of the fight on Killmonger, turning off all of his annoying abilities. It's such a good matchup. So I think that's why he banned CGR, and of course he did draft that Killmonger. So my draft is going okay so far this game. I'm not in love with it. I'm not hating it. Alright. I do have Gallon, which is great. I got Korg and I got Sassy, 2 incredible defenders. He does have Rintra, which worries me slightly. He also has Gallon, which worries me. I don't like fighting Gallon, but that is why I drafted my Blade, my rank 4 Blade. He's really good for fighting all dimensional beings. So, like, Blade, I feel like Blade is probably like my least used rank 4, right? But when I do use him, like, he gets the job done, you know? Like, when I bring him to that right matchup, he shreds, and that's against any Gallons, against any Spot, against America Chavez, any champion tagged as dimensional being, Blade just rinses. So he throws down Korg round 1 here, and I really was not sure who to use, and I decided to throw down my Korg as well, and he goes for Kingpin here, and I'm thinking, like, who can I even use for Korg here? I'm thinking Gallon, I guess. Like, I guess I've seen, I think it was Yusafa one time when I was facing him. I put Korg down and he used Gallon for it. And I don't think it went particularly well, but like I've seen other people I think take Gallon or take Korg with Gallon. So I was thinking like, and I didn't really have another option. So I'm like, all right, Gallon, do Gallon things. You know, this is a really good meta for Gallon as well. So I thought it was my best chance, right? So start the fight going for some risky lights. It works. Go for a light intercept. It works. Go for another one. Unfortunately, it does not work. Here he just dexes away from my lights. Here I'm gonna go for a couple lights, punishing that heavy. There we go. Try not to take any thorns damage. And now I can go ahead and start doing mediums, which is great. Go ahead, throw a little special one. This Korg did dex me, so that's actually an extra buff on him, which is kind of annoying. But luckily for me, Gallon is the buff machine, so it doesn't matter. Here, look what happens here. I end the harvest, and his rock shield was still up, and his rock shield protected him from the harvest. I had no idea that could happen. No idea that could happen. And I'm so mad at this point. I'm just like, where did all my damage go? All the damage that I just built up. None of it. I didn't get any of it. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All that damage gone. So now I'm like, go for another harvest. Like, the fight should be over here. The fight should have been over right there, but it's not. So now I have another 20% and a new rock stack to take off as well. And I get hit by a heavy here, and I'm just like, dude, I decided to just throw my special 2. And I'm just annoyed here, man. And then look at this. I take a 3-piece combo. A little 3-piece combo there. 3 pieces me. And look at this. We lose by 2,000 points. Oh my god. I was so mad at myself. So mad at myself. That fight could have and should have gone so much better. Oh man, live and learn though. And that's really interesting that the rock shield cancels out the harvest damage. I had no idea. I don't think I've ever fought a Korg with Gallon before, so no personal experience on that. Now I know. More you know, right? That's good to know. And now this round, I'm thinking like, okay, I got Sassy and Rentra. These are like the 2 guys I want to throw on defense, right? But which one do I want to throw first? And I decide to throw Rentra down, because he also has Rentra. So I was thinking, you know, if I play Sassy and he plays his Rentra, he'll probably get it. But if we both place Rentra, then it's like a fair fight, you know. So here we go. So it's rank 4 Rentras, and it's we gotta see who's faster, rank 4 Scorpion or rank 4 Overseer. Now I really want Overseer. He's one of my most wanted rank 4s. But I've been holding off on it. One day for sure. But I thought I had this. I've had this Rentra fight go really well before. I've had it go very poorly. I've timed out. But I have been practicing and doing the fight more and more, so I feel like I am getting. I've also been playing Scorpion a lot more, so I feel like I have been getting better at the matchup. So I'm feeling pretty confident actually. I'm feeling pretty good. We also just need Rentra to cooperate with us and just be willing to throw some specials, and then we'll be good. You're gonna go ahead and throw the special 2. Only have 4 poisons and 1 sting, but that's what you gotta do in this fight. You really can't build it up too much, because then you go too slow, trying to get too much build up, and I find it better to just, you know, get those special 2s off when you can. Get that petrify up. Now we're getting some healing as well, which is good. Keep our health topped off. So we're about halfway through the fight and on time and health, so it's going okay. We do have full health, so that is good. Right there, I misspaced that, and then we evaded. That was interesting. But here we have a bunch of stings, a bunch of poisons. So that special does a lot of damage. Things really lined up for us there. And this is by far the best Rentra fight I've ever had. I'm thinking, like, this is the best fight I've had. Alright, it's over. And then look what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra seconds right there. And I lose because of that. Those like 5, 6 extra seconds of him at 4% or at 1% just not dying. Maybe lose that. Are you kidding me? Are you really? that was a very, very frustrating loss. I've never had a Rincher fight even go that good. And it wasn't enough. Like, God damn it. Okay. So now we're starting a game down. But I'm just thinking, okay. That game literally could have gone either way on both those rounds. I got 2-0'd, but it didn't really feel like I got destroyed, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's alright. Let's just relax. Take a breath. We got this. We got this. Went ahead and mixed up my bans a little bit as well on this game. Ban Longshot, Killmonger, and Guardian. And I had a real Sophie's choice here, Null, Gore, or Domino. And I decided to just pick up Null. Just because my new rank 4, plus I like getting Gore, but if you get Gore early, then they can just get a counter for him, and then he's not that good of a defender. So, yeah, I decided to not take Gore right away. I will take Gore later. He will come in handy later. But yeah, this game, we ended up drafting fairly well. We got Thing, Korg, and Domino, which I think Thing, Korg, and Domino are all in the top 5 best defenders in the game, if you asked me. I'd probably say Korg and Domino are like top 3. Probably put Thing at like number 5. But yeah, we got some really solid defensive picks here. So we both throw Korg down again, but I got Doom this time, so I'm feeling very confident. Doom is one of my favorite Korg counters. He's not the best Korg counter, and he's not the fastest Korg counter, but he's one of, I'd say he's like the safest, and he's just like the most consistent. Safety and consistency. That's a really good combination in Battlegrounds against one of the hardest defenders. If you can safely and consistently take them down, that's a really good counter in my book. So that's what I like using Doom for. Go for a little light intercept at the start though, and we get 5-pieced. Not the greatest way to start the fight, but that's okay. We still have 93%. Like, we should still be able to finish this fight around 90%. So I'm really not worried. It's all good. The key to this matchup is just literally just holding block. Just hold your block. That's the key. Just hold your block. You see, that's a 4-hit combo. I end that combo early, and then I just hold block. That's literally the key to this fight with Doom. Just hold block, because you don't want Korg to throw any specials. Korg should not be throwing a single special against your Dr. Doom, unless you get a bad AI. Just hold your block. Don't let them throw it. Build your special 3. Build the Korg special 3. Doom cycle it up. And this fight is essentially over. You just want to make sure you time things with the rock shield as well. Get it on cooldown right before you go into your special 3, so that you can Doom cycle properly, get the full damage, and he's dead. Really solid fight. A little over a minute, but again, 90% health even after getting hit. Safe and consistent. And this one was pretty close. TJ finished that fight in 69 seconds with 49k points. That was a lot better Kingpin versus Korg fight than he did the previous round. But Doom, safe, consistent. So we ended up, again, but super close. That was within like 1,000 points. But at least things went our way that time. But he puts down Havoc here. And I don't have a counter. But he doesn't have a counter to Domino. He doesn't have a tech champ. So that, in my mind, I was just like, when I get Domino, and my opponent doesn't have a tech champ, they don't have Hulkling, they don't have Archangel, like, that's basically a guaranteed round win, right? If they don't have a tech champ, they don't have a Hulkling, they don't have an Archangel, like, there's not much they can do against Domino without those champs, especially in this meta. So I'm just thinking, I think we got this still. I'm gonna bring Null against this Havoc. I don't think it's going to go particularly well. I thought I could do it, you know, I thought I would just end up taking a lot of damage, but I was thinking, you know, I can just heal with Null if needed, so that should really help. And when I'm fighting Havoc, I like to just try to bait heavies and special 2s to keep him under control. But you're going to see, once we get into, yeah, here, maybe the extra damage I was doing was causing me to get a ton of plasmas on me, because I just started literally killing myself just by hitting him. I'm just getting so many plasma charges on me. I'm trying to counterbalance it with healing. You'll see I in my combos with mediums, but it's not enough. And then here my my corruption falls off, So I go to use another special one, but unfortunately I didn't time things properly, so those 24 armor breaks, they're gone, man. Those armor breaks are gone. So now I have to start over with the Living Abyss. So I only got 13, so I only have 13 armor breaks. But if I could do this fight again, I think I would just go for a special 3. Yeah, I think that would have been a much better idea. Really build up the damage, then go for the kill, because here I just die. Which is unfortunate, but he died to Domino. So 27,000 points versus 14,000 points. Neither of us just really had a counter there, so I didn't think I was gonna win when I died to that Havoc. I still thought that wasn't gonna be good enough, but it was. So, hey man, we got to take those wins when we get them. So that ties things up to 1 apiece. But again, every round so far, there's only been 4 rounds so far, and they've all been pretty close. So this next game, I invite TJ, and I'm going to be sticking with those same bands, Longshot, Killmonger, and Guardian. So on the next draft, we end up drafting fairly well. We get Korg again, which is good. I just kept taking Korg. But here he puts down Man-Thing, and I put down Overseer. Or sorry, I put down Mephisto, and he's using Overseer. Now, I don't think I've ever seen anybody fight Mephisto with Overseer. And, you know, when you're fighting Mephisto, you obviously want to bring an Incinerate immune. Overseer is Poison immune. So, like, I didn't think that was going to be a very good matchup. And here I have Man-Thing, which I didn't really have a great option for, so I ended up going Kitty. Kitty can do it. This fight is so hit or miss with me. Sometimes I finish with like 80%. Sometimes I finish with like 30%. Sometimes I die. It's I don't know. Maybe I should start playing it differently and not be throwing special ones. I don't think I should be doing that. I think I started doing that. When did I start doing that? I started doing that fighting Man-Thing because of a particular meta. I don't remember what the meta was, but yeah. And then here I throw a special 2 because all my prowess would have fallen off anyways because I took a missed hit. And it really didn't do that much. Now I have 4 armor breaks, 4 poisons, and I'm just dying. Right there I get another missed hit so that I lose all my prowess. There I get hit. This fight is just going so poorly. And I'm just thinking, oh no, dude, this is not good. Here, another missed hit so that takes away my prowess. Now I can't phase. And then I get hit again, and I'm dead. I'm like, oh, that sucks. But I come out, he's already done. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad. I like when I die, and I come out, and my opponent is like, their fight's done, and they have full health. And I'm just like, okay. I'm glad I died, because I just saved us both some time. You know? Like, okay, that's totally fine. I was going to lose, regardless of how good that fight went. He smoked my Mephisto with Overseer. I had no idea that Mephisto could be taking my Overseer that handedly. I look forward to seeing TJ's perspective on that fight. But now we're down around. But we still have Korg. Man, we still have Korg. So throw Korg on defense. And again, his only real counter is Kingpin. But he throws down Thing. And now looking at my champs, you might have thought that I didn't have a great counter. But I actually really like Immortal Abomination against Thing. Honestly, Immortal Abomination, one of my favorites. I think Immortal Abomination is pretty underrated these days as an attacker. Like, I don't hear anybody mention him as like a top 3 science champ. I'm not even saying he's top 3, but I think it would be a mistake to not include iBomb in a top 5 science ranking. I absolutely think he's that good. I love iBomb, dude. He's such a monster. He's been one of my biggest MVPs in Battlegrounds since the start. That's why I took iBomb to rank 4 so quickly. So here I go for a special 2, time things good with the rock stacks. He's at 15. Unfortunately though, he doesn't have power. And here I take a little 2-piece combo, trying to just get him to block, which is not great. But I don't mind getting hit with iBomb too much. Another great thing about him is just he's able to heal back that kind of chip damage. So you can see we're already healing back past 90%. I was debating not throwing my special 1 here, just because the thing is, you see, I'm healing for 50 right now, but as soon as I throw this, my healing goes from 50 to 7. This guy's probably running Inequity, but also just the more poisons I-Bomb has on him, the less healing he gets. So, yeah, I was debating whether or not just to not throw special ones to try to keep my poisons down, to try to maximize my healing, but I decided no, I should just try to get this fight done as quickly as I can. So that's what I opt to do. So boom, take him down here. Just a little strung out because of his protection, but it is enough to take him down. He took that core down pretty quick, but we got him by like a little over 2,000 points. Again, really close though. And yeah, we did heal back some of that combo that we took, which is nice. Immortal Abomination, man, he's able to take a lot of matches that you probably would think that he wouldn't. Like things, bishops, just all kinds of weird matchups. That's just what I really love about I-Bomb. And then, so this final round, I end up throwing Nick Fury on defense. He doesn't have a fantastic counter. He ends up going for a rank 4 Nimrod, which, you know, I was thinking that's not really a good counter, but then I remembered the current meta is the rich get richer. So Nimrod gets a lot of buffs, so that's going to be a lot of power gain. That's a lot of special 2s. So I'm thinking that matchup is actually probably going to be pretty good. Now I have to fight this stupid cow again. And I'm going to be using Stark Spidey. So I've heard that Stark Spidey is a really good counter to this cow. And I've tried the fight, I think, one time. It went okay. I definitely did not play perfect. But I ended up losing. So that kind of sucked. But here, I'm like, okay, I gotta do it again. And I need to do it well this time. I need to do this fight perfectly. Because I really want to win this round. You know, it's currently tied 1-1. So I really don't want to go down 2-1. If I could go up 2-1, that would just be colossal in this matchup, especially against such a strong player like TJ. So I'm trying my best here. Gonna intercept with a special attack there to knock him down, get rid of some of his charges. Here I'm gonna back off, heavy attack, get rid of some more charges. There we go. And now we got our EMP web ready again. So on our heavy, we can power drain him again. Everything's going really well at this point. I just want to knock him down here, and then now I can go for it. So I'm just going to intercept with another special, stun him, and then go ahead, finish the fight off with one more combo. Boom, 45 seconds left on the clock, 95% HP. That's one of my best Rintra takedowns yet. It's crazy. We had the Scorpion takedown and this one. Two of my best Rintra fights of all time. So I guess you could say I was playing pretty good against TJ here. On some matchups, at least. I guess I'm just getting better. Maybe I'm just getting better at fighting the cow. So that's good. Maybe it's also because I have him. But yeah, TJ's fight ends up going fairly well. Took a little long though. And he did take some chip damage. So we end up taking the third round and going up 2-1, which is massive. So massive. Especially against such a skilled player going up a full game, especially after starting down a game. Like that just it's such a big momentum thing. Like now I have all the momentum after winning the last 2 games. If I just win one more, I can go ahead and close this out. You know, just that momentum, huge. So now jumping into the final match, I end up banning his Kingpin. He's been using that Kingpin too much. He's been using that Kingpin to kill my Korg, so I had to ban him. And it's funny, he actually banned our Korg. So we won't be seeing the Korg kill the Kingpin Korg matchup again. It's so funny. But yeah, so this game he has his Tigra available, and he does draft that Tigra. He drafts his Overseer again. He drafts that Terrax. But we drafted Gore, which is great. We drafted Gallon, which is huge. We're picking up the Cow now and Archangel. We also got I-Bomb again, who's really good for me last round. It's that thing. But of course, TJ, he gets his cow too. Of course, we both got to get the cows. And he also gets Nimrod. So, and then of course my Domino pops up right after he drafts Nimrod. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't want Domino. No, thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Kitty Pryde and Nick Fury. I'm feeling pretty solid with this draft, and TJ has an option of Havoc Thing or Man Thing here. I feel like maybe he should have went for Havoc. I don't really have a fantastic counter His Havoc really messed me up on that game too as well with that Null. But here I'm going to go ahead and throw down Nick Fury on defense. And he's going to be going for Tigra, which really surprised me as an attacker. But that's huge. And he's going to be throwing down Thing here. Yeah. And this is an easy Gallon fight, so I'm not at all worried. Not at all worried. There we go, Gallon. Lock him in. Just doing a little extra thinking before I lock in. There we go. And yeah, I really, was not sure who he was going to use, but he ends up going for Tigra. Now, Tigra is, I'd say she's actually tied right now, yeah, as the champion I want to ban the most. The thing is, though, like, TJ's Tigra, I did ban her the first game, but like she was much lower in his deck, so I don't know if she is rank 3 or rank 4. It looked like a rank 3. It could have been a rank 4. I don't know. But yeah, I usually focus on banning Tigra. If I see a rank 4 Tigra, if I know someone has a rank 4 Tigra, that's my #1 ban, 100%. I don't even have to think about it. And the only other champion that's like on the same caliber as Tigra right now is Quicksilver. If I see a rank 4 Quicksilver, same thing, insta ban. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Because I don't have Quicksilver and I hate fighting him. And Tigra, I do have Tigra, but I kind of hate fighting with her. But I don't deny that she is one of the most powerful mystics in the whole game. So that's why I really like to ban her, especially in skilled opponents' hands. Like, no. And yeah, maybe I should have been banning TJ's Tigra more as well. So you're gonna see he's about to come out of this fight very soon. He rinses this Nick Fury with that Tigra, man. Look at that. 63 seconds, over 50k points. Wow. I'm really keen to see that fight too. That fight and the Mephisto ones are the two fights I want to see most from TJ. Just really caught me off guard. Really caught me off guard. But luckily, our Thing fight went really well. 48 seconds, so we're good. Now, something really interesting happens here. He goes ahead and puts Rintra down on defense. I think right here. And I think that was a really big mistake. Because he had Rintra and Tigra, the two best neutralized champs in the entire game. Both countered Gore fairly well. Both could probably rinse Gore in less than a minute for sure. But he just used his Tigra, and now he put his Rintra on defense. So now it's free real estate for my Gore. Gore can just go wild. His only options were Nick Fury, Overseer, and Nimrod, and one other. But he ends up going for Nick Fury against Gore. And I'm thinking, okay, I think that fight could potentially maybe work if he times things with, his second life perfectly. He could maybe do that fight fast and finish full health. And then again, I have to fight for the third time this Rintra, which I guess is fair, because I made him fight my Korg, I think, 3 times already. So, and after the match, TJ told me that he really hates Korg, which is, I guess, is fair, because I really hate fighting Rintra. So we both really fought champs we didn't like fighting. And it's interesting, I've been using a different counter to Rintra like each time, but each time it's been a solid counter. So we had Scorpion first, then Stark Spidey, and now Archangel. And we are just getting godlike RNG, especially at this point in the fight, dude. The RNG is so good. It's so good. We got 6, 7, 8, 9 neurotoxins. 8, 9, 10. He's dead. Okay, that might be the best Rintra fight I've had now. Each Rintra fight is better than the next. Wow. The RNG there was so good. So good. And man, Gore, the God Butcher, in this meta, I took him to rank 4 for this meta, and as a defender. And then, his we've seen now his rebalance gameplay, which I made a video on, which he's looking so good, man. I'm really hyped on Gore right now. But yeah, man, as a defender, if they don't have a good counter, Gore is just so godlike in this meta. And you're going to see he ends up taking off, I think, a pretty solid chunk off of Gore, but it just is not enough. Should be any second now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And yeah, he took off like almost 60%, and he didn't die. So yeah, but even still, man, only 18k points. That's just how good of a defender Gore is. So as soon as that Tiger and Rincher were gone, I was just so excited. I'm like, yes, got to get him with the Gore. And yeah, so that gets us the win, guys. We 3-1 to TJ, which really surprised me. I think TJ had a bit of an off day. Wasn't playing his best, which happens. We all have off days. But yeah, massive GGs to him. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot him a message saying GG. I was also curious what he was saying before the match started. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for the second round in the Blizzard Invitational Tournament. We have moved forward, so we are going to be facing either KT1, Biwi, Fiasim, or Happy McMuffins next. All of which are really, really skilled players, and you can see all of them up really high on the leaderboard in Battlegrounds right now. I'm pretty sure all of them are at least Celestial 5, if not Celestial 4. So yeah, some very hard competition ahead, but so far we haven't lost yet in this tournament, and this tournament is double elimination actually, so there is a losers bracket. So even if I do lose, we do still have a chance at redemption, and people that we have beaten also have a chance at redemption. They could end up coming back too, which I really love. Losers bracket tournaments, one of my favorite types of tournaments. No, it is my favorite type of tournament. I remember finding out about them way back in the day in like Call of Duty, and I love the format, and just making like a losers comeback is one of the most hype things you can do in esports. Like it is just, it's so cool. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the second round of this tournament. So far so good. Massive GGs to TJarvis. I look forward to playing you again one day, buddy. And yeah, our next matchup should be a tough one. Stay tuned. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Go ahead and check out Blizzard's channel, which is again linked in the description. To go ahead and see the rest of the matches so far in this tournament, and then you'll see who my opponent is going to be if you go look at that. I didn't want to spoil it. That's gonna do it. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.